And good afternoon, folks. So we are back this evening or this afternoon, local time, with some GTA 5, the LSPDFR police mod. So we streamed on Friday evening with police simulator patrol officers. So I guess we'll be kind of bookending the streaming weekend with police simulators of sorts. All right, there we go. All right, so kind of a long load, but it's the first time that I have streamed LSPDFR in a few weeks, and since then I've totally rebuilt the mod. This is a completely clean install from scratch. First time I rebuilt the mod totally since we got the latest GTA update, title update, I guess about a month ago. So this is a completely different build. Changed a lot of my components, and got some new stuff, got rid of some older stuff. And we will see how it works. Guess I should turn that off before I get a DMCA strike or something. Alright, give me 1 second here, folks. We'll continue. In just a minute. Interesting. Okay. All right, I guess that's okay. All right. All right, let's continue. So far, so good. Alright, we're going to change up our uniforms and stuff though. Standard loadout. Let's get us a vehicle and we'll dial up our partners. So we're going to take the 2020 FPIU today.
Did you ever notice that the drug trade only place the veteran system
Armor up. And I think what we're going to do today is a little bit different. We're going to dial up in addition to our regular partner.
Covering fire!
Alright, we are going to dial up a canine partner today. Got him the wrong vest though. But we can fix that. I think we'll go with that one.
That's capitalism for you. It's totally acceptable for a money-making venture, but un-American otherwise.
Alright, so we haven't done a canine patrol since probably last fall,
What would you
actually.
say? I'd like 1/32nd of an ounce.
But the last time we did that, we were doing Sheriff's Patrol in Blaine County. I haven't done one on stream in Los Santos before. Come on, boy. There we go. Wah, wah. And wonk wonk indeed. Hello, LA. Welcome. How you doing? Doing good? Yeah, good to see you, man. It's been a while. Hey, how's everything? All right.
Any members not 10-6, please contact dispatch.
So we got two partners today. We got our patrol partner and our canine partner. All right, let's find us something interesting to do. 1 X-ray 16 to dispatch.
This is dispatch.
Show us 1041, 108.
Roger that. 1 X-ray 16. Proceed to patrol area.
Everything's pretty good. How's the bus driving going?
Yeah, man. I still got it. Hey, buddy. Got a description?
Vehicle is a red late model sedan. That's all I got.
I'm in good touch. 110. I'm on it.
IRL good? Amzi, nah, haven't been on in a long time. Yeah, I would imagine. If you're driving at IRL these days, you would have less desire to play Amzi, I would imagine.
Hey, let's meet up next week.
Sure.
But that's good. Glad it's going good for real.
Oh my god, I totally get it.
Alright, so pretty slow with call-outs so far. Let's write some tickets while we're waiting. So I did add a new plugin for doing ticket management. So I need some practice with that.
Target vehicle license plate 25 Tom Edward Mary 502. Target is 10-4.
There's a call-out. Didn't come over the radio. House robbery in Richmond. I think I missed it though. Oh well. Ola says, besides that, for that, upgraded my PSU and a new SSD for 2 months ago. PSU started doing some weird sounds, lasted 4 years. Oh, okay.
Like I'm gonna kill myself.
That's good.
We've got citizens reporting a person carrying an explosive in Little Seoul.
If you get the parking ticket, we'll take that. 1 X-ray 16, show us responding.
10-4, copy. 1 X-ray
Some
16.
action. Oh, man. Oh, so much for that call out. Alright. Well, this is a brand new rebuild. Although offline it's been running pretty good. Or off stream, rather. So you upgraded your power supply. Did you get a much bigger one, Ole? Went from 550 to 850 watts. That's good. That's good. That's a good size. Yeah, mine I think is 800 watts. And knock on wood, this is still my original power supply from when I bought this system. So I've had this for almost 7 years now. And hello, Phoenix. Long time no see. How are you? Doing good, Phoenix. How about you? It's good to see you. All right, so we're back on duty. Let's get our partners dialed back up.
Hi. What a cock. Bitch.
I'm glad you're doing good, says Phoenix. Doing all right. Thank you. It's good to see you too. That's good. All right, let's try that K9 again. 2. There we go. There's our good boy. All right. Actually, I think I have to get back in the car first to re-register it. Yeah, I think so. All right. And incoming raid from Wolfman. Oh my God.
Looking good.
Welcome, Raiders.
Ah, blow me.
Ole says Corsair was semi-modular. Asus was fully modular. Kind of nice. Cool. One X-ray 16 shows code 4.
Attention all units. Code 4. No further units required.
One X-ray 16 shows 10-8. And hello, Skelly.
Acknowledged. 1 X-ray 16. Proceed with patrol.
Welcome, Raiders, and thanks for the raid, Wolfman. How you doing?
We going to that swinger party this weekend?
Hello, Vam.
Serious.
Attention all units. I got a call about
One second.
some kind of altercation in a pool hall. Sending 20 now.
Unit 99 here,
Wolfman, I know you're doing farm sim today, right? Yeah. How'd your stream go today? Vam says, how you, buddy? Doing okay, Vam. Just getting started here. Kind of doing bookending the weekend in police simulator patrols. We did a police simulator patrol officer on Friday night. And then somebody on Friday requested me to do LSPDFR, the GTA police mod, later, so I figured I'd do it today. Wolf says, apart from bales in water, it went great. Okay. Thanks for the raid. Appreciate that. Yeah, still, I guess late afternoon here. Pleasure. Thank you. How you doing, Skelly? Haven't seen you in a while either.
love the car.
Hope everything's going well. I'm actually still showing the last area from my last call out.
We gotta go on one of our trips soon, okay?
We had a crash right before the raid came in. So you guys just missed that, but you know, I just rebuilt the mod a few weeks ago, right after the last GTA title update we had, which I think was late July. So I took that opportunity to completely rebuild the whole thing from scratch. So this is kind of like a new game, because I uninstalled GTA 5 completely, reinstalled the entire thing from scratch, clean install, and then just rebuilt the mod completely layer by layer. So this is my first time having a chance to stream it. So we'll see. We'll see how stable it is. It's been pretty stable off stream, but you know, we'll see. Fun with mods. You never know. Skilly says, doing pretty good. Just been keeping my head down and working. How about you? Yep, pretty much. Same. No complaints. Wolf says, I'll be blasting around these roads with less care than you in the next hour. Yeah. Yeah, maybe one of these days when GTA 6 finally comes out, they'll have a live head-to-head cops versus robbers mode. That would be nice. Because you kind of have to, you know, play a mod if you want to, you know, play a cop like me. But I heard they're going to build something in about that. There's a rumor they might build something about that into GTA Online for GTA 6. So, you know, I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do.
Citizens reporting a 415 driving a off-road vehicle in the Vespucci Canal.
Oh, let's check it out. We're right here. 1 X-ray 16, show us responding.
10-4 copy. 1 X-ray 16.
Looks like that. There it is, Doom Buggy. Or something.
Dispatch,
Oh, he's running.
located. Moving to engage.
1 X-ray 16, show me in pursuit.
10-4 copy that.
Dude. Pull over. Requesting additional units.
Assistance required in Puerto del Sol.
Dude, oh, he's going to the beach. Like directly.
Charlie 4, roger that. We'll look for
There's
those
no-
maggots.
Requesting air support.
We're in pursuit.
Dispatch air unit over Puerto del Sol.
Dude. What are you running for?
Dispatch, this animal just wrecked his own vehicle.
Still going now. Where's my backup? Dispatch request additional units.
Assistance needed in the Spoochie.
This is David Charles, 12, copy.
Is he going for the highway? No, he's going to cut back to the beach again, it looks like. Yep. I have no idea where he thinks he's going. When I hear that noise, automatically our missile says wolf. Yeah, I don't have missiles. Oh, goodness. I can shoot his tires out, though. But I'm trying not to be too reckless. Because this area is, you know, kind of small. Oh, see, you almost hit a pedestrian. We might do that, though. Get out, dude.
The suspect's on foot.
Oh, he's running.
Dispatch, we got a visual on the perp in pursuit.
Shit. Get my dog out. That's what I got him here for. See if he can outrun the fur missile. Talking about arming missiles, Wolf. Dude, you got in the way. Where's my dog?
There's no way out. One move and I drop. Give it up.
Oh, there he is. All right, you take him. He's lucky. My dog would have tore his ass up.
Attention all units. We are code 4.
You guys want him? I guess they don't. All right, let's pat him down. Wolf says, I love the chop missions in the story. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never did finish playing through GTA 5 storyline. All right, so he's got some capsules, but so what? That's nothing to run from the cops for. One X-ray 16 requesting ID check.
Felt like I was in traffic all fucking day.
Got an expired license. Let's look at his record a little closer. I mean, I thought maybe he'd have a warrant on him or something. Yeah, he's got no arrests before this. He's driving with an expired license, but yeah, there's no good reason for him to be running the way he was. Yeah, I don't think I ever did play the chop missions, Wolf. I think I played the campaign through to, like, you know, one of the main heist missions. And then after that, I didn't really... Oh, you know what? That guy got knocked out. I forgot about him. 1X-ray 16 requesting ambulance.
Ambulance. Assistance required in Vespucci Beach.
Hello? Lot of fucking mojados in Los Santos these days.
Fair enough, was interested to do missions as the dog. Oh, you actually get to play as the dog. Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, one of the models you can have for the police dog here includes Chop's base model. For example, this one.
Work with me, damn it.
So you can make him look like, that's pretty much Chop, right? But he can be a Rottweiler, he can be a Husky, or Labrador Retriever, or just a base Shepherd. Oh, he got killed.
Can't let it slow me down. Not very.
Sorry, dude.
Has no R-rated area.
Show, man.
All right.
Always a
1X16 requesting coroner.
Assistance required in Vespucci Beach.
All right, dude. I think that charge is going to go on you because you're in the commission of a felony, and you caused that dude to die. So that goes on him. That is Chop. Yeah. Yeah, I think that one actually is the default that you get, but I have an extra mod that makes him have kind of, you know, looks like this Shepherd, and he has you know, police vest and everything.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, buddy.
All right, corners are here. Nothing else we can do here. Dude, you're gonna walk right into us like that? I should bust you over the head.
Come on, I gotta move.
Let's go. I'm bored.
All right, also, we need to search the car that he was driving. All right, so I'm going to put him in the back seat temporarily. I am not going to transport him ourselves because I don't want him sitting next to the dog. But we will search this car he was driving.
You learn something every day.
1X16 requesting plate check. 46 Edward King 572.
No? Oh, you know it.
Target vehicle license plate 46 Edward King 572. Target is 10-4.
Wrapped brick containing brown powder. Oh, that's some serious weight of something. We're gonna need to check that out. Let me see. So is he the same guy that we just pulled over? No, actually, it's not his car. It belongs to someone else. He's Leroy Jenkins. All right. All right. So we found him with a lot of drugs. Let's test that stuff. So first, the capsules he had. All right, negative for PCP.
Shit, life is good, man. I mean, really, I can't complain.
Yeah, brother.
Positive fentanyl. And this brown brick. Heroin, maybe?
Hey, so did you get my text?
Yep, heroin. All right, so he's got some extra charges now.
But the traffic is just so...
Leroy Jenkins. First of all, we're going to give him a citation for driving with expired license.
No, I don't have a last-minute audition. I swear.
Just for starters. Greater than 30 days. But then we're going to give him felony traffic for evading. And call it aggravated. And then we will give him possession of heroin and fentanyl. I'm going to call it fentanyl with distribution weight. Intent to distribute, and heroin for possession. And because he caused the death of somebody during our pursuit, that would technically be second-degree murder. You cause the death of somebody in commission of a felony, that is second-degree homicide. So we'll charge him with that. right, so to see what kind of time he ends up doing with that. That was
A brother used to know who to
kind
trust.
of a
Not no more.
bonehead move. 1X-ray 16 requesting tow truck.
Flatbed. Assistance required in, Del Perro.
Nice cold Benedict beer now. Dominating the world is hard work.
All right, so we're going to have somebody else come and transport him. 1X-ray 16 request 1051.
Man.
Wrong one. 1X-ray 16 request 1028. One X-ray 16 requesting 1016. Sorry. I'm rusty. Hello, Strange. Welcome. Popped in the show. Love, say hi. 1X-ray 16 requesting 1016. How you doing, Strange?
Assistance required
There we
in Del Perro.
Hope your weekend's going good, Strange.
I don't know about you, but I'm about ready for a round of golf at Los Santos Country
Okay,
Club.
you better chill.
Hello.
Yes, sir. How you doing? Doing good.
Fucker.
All right. Looks like tow truck came and got the Jeep he was driving. We're back on patrol.
So heavy.
Hey, Unit 99, what's the status of the two on foot?
Thank you.
X-ray 16, show us 10-8.
Go!
One X-ray 16.
This is dispatch.
Show us 10-8.
Copy that. 1 X-ray 16. Proceed with patrol.
Glad to hear it. So yeah, we just bookending the weekend with police patrols. Strange. We did a police simulator on Friday night. So I'm just doing LSPDFR tonight because somebody requested it on Friday.
Unit 975, 10-8, gotta check in.
Dude, you alright? That was kind of a whack turn. Look at him. What the hell is he doing? You know what? I think we should pull him over. Or actually, before we do that, 1 X-ray 16 requesting plate check on a 27 Young Tom Robert 728.
Target vehicle license plate 27 Tom Robert 728. Target is 10-4.
Okay, yeah, he's on drugs or something. He or she. Let's get him pulled over. Whoa, come on, y'all. Stupid Los Santos knucklehead drivers. Dude, what are you doing? Just stop. There we go. Alright, let's put a spotlight on him. I don't know quite what's going on. Alright, before we approach him, I'm going to double check his record. So, registered owner Marcus Bentley. Valid documentation. He has a concealed carry permit, no arrest record, a couple minor traffic citations. 25 years old. Alright. Alright, we're going to get the pupper out early this time.
Wait! The enactor, not a stop.
You got stuck. Nice whip.
Okay.
Alright, sir. License, registration, proof of insurance.
Identification, please. Thanks.
We should grab a beer.
Alright, so he gave us an ID. He is Marcus Bentley. Alright, so we've seen his documentation in the computer. It matches. Dude, you're driving all over the place. What's up with that? This road is bumpy as hell. Wheel just jerks side to side. You have anything to drink today, sir? Maybe, but I'm not going to talk about it. Okay. Well, we can check. Let's give him a breathalyzer. Because he was driving kind of raggedy there.
Thanks.
He did not give us a valid breath sample. Oh, okay. Let's try that again.
Thanks.
Alright, so he's been trying to be slick. He's not giving us a full breath sample. Alright, get out the car, dude.
Hold!
Alright, sir, unfortunately for you,
I got
failure to
you.
provide a valid breath sample is arrestable. So since that's your choice, that's the way we're going to handle it.
Attention all units on Del Perro Freeway.
1X-ray 16, show us on a traffic stop.
10-4 copy. 1 X-ray 16. Proceed with caution.
What the hell is he doing? Dude, follow me. Don't try nothing slick. You see that big fat shepherd sitting there, right? Alright, so first thing, I'm going to try to give him another breathalyzer. Actually, I'm going to have my partner do it. Maybe she can get a better result off of him.
Thanks.
Okay, so she did get a result that time. He's .050. Alright, so he's below the legal limit. I don't know why he's being a jerk. You know what? I'm going to do a drug swab on him. Turn around, dude.
Thanks.
Alright, so he's negative on drugs. Alright, so he tried to slick out of the breathalyzer, but he was below the legal limit. And, he's negative for narcotics, so I'll be honest, I don't really know what his problem is. You know what? Let's have the dog sniff his vehicle out. See if he indicates on any substances. And hello, Dare! Dare said he went to the ABC store to get LSD, but he ended up MIA because of the LSPD. Looks negative. Okay. I mean, he's got valid documentation. I don't have grounds to impound the car. He's a little buzzed, but he's below legal limit. You know what? I think we're just going to give him a ticket for driving like an idiot, and we're going to let him go. I don't have any more probable cause to hold him. He's just a weirdo. Alright, so ticket. For operation, I'm just going to call it careless driving? Failure to maintain lane and careless driving. I'm going to call it that. So, give him citations and let him go. So, partner, uncuff him. We're done with him. Wolf says, Derek, can you stop those ASAP? Yeah. Can you actually put because he's a weirdo? Yes, actually you can, Derek. I can literally do that. But first, let me give him the tickets that we just wrote up. Alright, here's your tickets, fathead. And, because technically what I can do is, I'll show you. I mean, I won't do it now. But what I can do is, well, yeah, we'll do it for demonstration purposes. I'll rate it as a warning. I will say, let's see, traffic. I don't know. Just give him something that's not. I'll say crossing double yellow. Right? And then what you do is, when you submit, you say add notes. So I can literally say on the notes, yeah, I don't know if that is
10-4 is backup required.
negative. All right.
10-4, copy that.
All right, dude. You know what? You're free to go. Stop being a weirdo, homie.
That's wrong.
All right, so he got lucky. The way he was driving, I would have sworn he was on something. Look, he's so weird. He didn't even get back in his own car. All right, well, that's not my problem. One X-ray 16, show us 10-8.
Copy that. 1 X-ray 16. Proceed to patrol area.
All right, so 2 knuckleheads tonight, but neither one of them got to face the fury of the fur missile. But the night is young. He's been a good boy so far. You know what? Before we continue, so a couple quick shout outs. So our friend Strange Sauce dropped in to say hi. Shout out for him. And also, Dare, how'd the rest of your stream go today? You and Sarah and I were doing convoying, right? So shout out for Dare as well as Das Tubbers. And Dare says stream went good, no additional innuendos Oh.
911 call about a
Were
couple of
mentioned.
off an
Okay.
overpass on Ocean Expressway. A caller said they ran off. Patrols in the area, please roll by.
And hello, Donna. Donna with the Pupper emotes. All right, so I am working on a brand new build of LSPDFR. I literally rebuilt it from scratch a couple weeks ago, and it just crashed. Crashed to the studs, which it very rarely does. Usually it only crashes just the model crashing to restart it. Yeah, when I rebuild it clean from scratch like I did, actually I think I did it in July, to be honest. It usually takes me like a day and a half to build everything because I have, my current build has over 70 plugins. So, it takes me a long time to get everything rebuilt. And then when I rebuilt it this time, I changed a lot of it. Including doing some reshading mods. I hadn't done anything with texture mods or reshading before, so this is my first time playing with that. But yeah, you can kind of see all the stuff on the left there. I guess it's there's a lot of stuff in my build. But you know, it's one thing I like about this mod. It has a lot of options, so you can build it as, you know, as with as many features or as lightweight as you want. But you know, it takes a while to learn everything. But you know, I like it. I still enjoy it. But you know, I'm hoping that Police Simulator develops to have a lot of these similar capabilities. All right, so let's re-grab our. What's up with that dog? Who's he barking at? Dog, you don't want to get shot, do you? All right, he calmed down. All right, let's get our partners back. All right, so we're going with a female partner lately because if I have to pat down a female suspect, at least I don't have to wait for, you know, to call for female backup. We have one rolling with us. And get our canine. One extra 16.
This is dispatch.
Show us 1041, 108.
Copy that. 1 X-ray 16. Proceed with patrol.
Nipper says I've been in bed most of the day, so missed out on streaming and sorting this out. Okay, got you. Yeah, I know you said you were sick yesterday when you dropped in, so I didn't know if you were gonna be here for this or not, but I figured I'd do it anyway. Mainly because I hadn't streamed LSPDFR in like a month and a half anyway. Actually, you know what? That's not the uniform I want. Let's change that.
All units, signal 92 at 117. Complaint reference at 3387.
All right, back on patrol. See if we can get something for the pupper to sink his teeth into. Nipper says the first one I've had in at least 10 months, but so it hurt a lot. Oh, okay. So you've had those before. Yeah, I'm sure that's no fun.
This is 118 at the scene of that reported jumper.
Yeah.
He either jumped or walked. So all I know is he ain't here.
All right, got another partner. So that's one thing I like in Police Simulator Patrol Officers. They built in co-op play, you know, pretty early. That would be nice to have in this one also. Or I guess on this one, if you play on one of the role play servers, you can pretty much have partners.
Yeah. I copy dispatch.
2 code, 6 parties are approaching at 20. I need you to clear for code 3 pursuit.
I'm having a bit of engine trouble here. You sure you want me on this call?
Affirmative. I am fully aware of your
Great.
status.
What's up with the traffic here? You know what? We'll go around. Ole says, keeps on doing it, buffering for some reason. I know for a fact that my internet is stable. Well, it's nothing showing on my end, Ole, so I don't know what to tell you. Everybody else seems to think their viewing is stable also. Nothing I can do about it, sorry. Unless you have a suggestion, I'm open to suggestions. Probably a Twitch region problem. Yeah, could be. Wolf says Twitch does it randomly to me now and again, and I'm on 1 gig internet. Okay.
Got a suspect matching the description. Running through a parking lot west of Harris Boulevard.
What's up? Hi!
This dude jaywalking.
Hey, looks like I'm not gonna make it on time. Hello!
Who's he talking to? Dude, are you alright? Now see, if this was Police Simulator, I'd give him a jaywalking ticket.
503 in Morningwood.
1 X-ray 16, show us responding.
10-4, copy that. 1 X-ray 16.
It's not far.
What happened? You never called back. This is great.
Watch it. Let's go. Wait, do we have two vehicles? No, it's not them. Let's take this one. One X-ray 16 requesting additional units. Alright, one of them got away.
Assistance needed in Rockford Hills.
Dude, pull over.
Charlie 4, roger that. We'll look for those maggots. Herb located, in pursuit.
There he is. Yeah, I don't really like driving SUVs for pursuits. I like the sedans. But we'll do the best we can.
Shit me up.
Requesting air support?
Dispatch
Unless-
air unit over West Vinewood. Attention unit 1 X-ray 16 is backup required. backup required in, West Vinewood.
Oh, he's going to the hills
Can't
now.
visually ID. I need a location.
Of course, he's a lot faster than me.
Suspect.
I'm not going to be able to keep up with him very well. Just went past my neighborhood. Requesting spike strips.
Assistance required.
See if we can get somebody to trap him.
On our way.
Depends on which way he goes here. Nope, he went the other way. Didn't come in time. Requesting roadblock.
Assistance needed.
Acknowledged. On our way.
Nope. Why'd they set up on the side road? Idiots. Requesting air support. Why'd my helicopter peel off?
Dispatch air unit over Vinewood Hills.
Alright, so I call for a roadblock and they set up like Barney Fife on a side
Attention
street.
Unit 1, X-ray 16 is backup required.
Affirmative. Alright, let's see if we can
Assistance needed in
see if we can bully him off the road.
Dispatch, we have the suspect in sight.
There's not much traffic out here. Now's probably the time. Still got off of there. Where's my airship? Requesting air support.
Dispatch air unit over Vinewood Hills.
I think I'm about to try to shoot his tires
Unit 1,
out.
X-ray 16 is backup required.
Affirmative.
Assistance needed in, Vinewood Hills.
Dispatch, we got eyes on the target. Moving to engage.
Oh, he's going back into the city. Damn it. Now it's going to get messy. Man, he is flying. I cannot keep up with him. Back in the hills again? I don't know if that's better or worse. Oh, we got some more units joining, finally. I don't know where y'all been. Been calling for you. Yeah, I'm gonna lose him. That's why I called for the... Oh, the helicopter, because... if we get an airship, I won't lose him. See, yeah, we lost the pursuit. Because the damn helicopter didn't show up. Oh, there it is. Are they picking him up?
That ain't good.
I think they're searching. I think we lost him now. Yeah, we lost his ass. Damn it.
Air support. Suspect looks like they're heading west.
Oh, you got him. Looks like the helicopter got him. Suspect heading west.
This is air support. He's headed north.
You see him? 'Cause I don't see him and I don't see him on the map. You know what? Let's try up here, see where the helicopter's looking, but after that, I think we're going to have to call it. Yeah, he's gone. So we lost both of them. They split up right after we got the call. But then, you know, we can only pick one to chase. And we lost him too because my damn backup didn't show up in time.
We got no idea. We'll update.
Dispatch, we've lost sight of the target.
Attention all units. Suspect lost.
One X-ray 16, we're 10-8. One X-ray 16, show us 10-8.
Tag on a red scooter.
Does she hear me?
Only got the first two. Tango uniform over.
One X-ray 16.
This is dispatch.
Requesting mic check.
10-4 copy.
94%. Alright. Guess we're okay for now. Oh man, so where the hell are we? We did all that chasing up into the hills. Alright, we'll just keep this way. Oh well. Wolf says chopper in the hills should be easy. Should have been, right? But, yeah, sometimes your backup AI is not all you would like it to be also. And I'm not driving a particularly fast pursuit vehicle. Because I wanted to do a Pupper patrol. What's going on there? Thought he was chasing a car, but he was in front of the car, so I guess it's just he's off to another call. Wow, a lot of action. What's going on here? I don't know. You alright, dude? So it looks like the county sheriffs are kind of busy up here. Alright, let's see what else we can get into. So that's another thing I'm hoping for with Police Simulator. They gave us basically a high-powered, what should be a pursuit vehicle. It's based on the Charger, Dodge Charger. They call it the Panther Z. But right now there's no, high-speed pursuits in the game or anything. So maybe we'll have some eventually. Soon, hopefully, anyway.
175 Second Avenue, 10-4. This is D6K. This is 325.
like
Currently
sex.
10-7 at the garage. I'll be back shortly.
Alright, nice jaywalking, dude.
Wow, how is life, my dear?
There's a cat. I wonder what happened if I let my dog out right now. I mean, he's a police dog. He shouldn't chase cats, but I've never seen him interact before. Hang on, I think my vehicle needs a little repair.
Vehicle is a red late model sedan. That's all I got.
There we go. That's better.
Oh my god, traffic by Galileo Park was awful. There were some big-ass...
Attention all units in Vinewood Hills.
Bicycle on the freeway? Yeah, that's kind of far. I don't feel like doing that.
I hear you. This is why I am so thinking of...
It's kind of an odd call out. I haven't seen that too much.
Hey, let's meet up next week.
Here we got 3 members. We can be there in they're about to.
Wolfman, you still hanging out? Still here, just chilling? You were doing, Saturday morning, oh, goodness. You were doing a Train Sim World stream. I didn't get a chance to ask you, are you looking forward to Train Sim World 3? Nipper says, so everything you have so far, they're all separate mods. They're separate plugins. They all plug into the main LSPDFR mod. And it just crashed again, by the way. Which is very unusual. I've never had the entire game crash twice on the same stream. So, like I said, I'm working with a brand new rebuild from scratch. I have some new plugins, some new features added to it, so I might have to do some troubleshooting on those. This is the first time with me streaming this build, though. Okay, what is it with dogs in this intersection always barking at people? Alright, so third restart. Hopefully third time's a charm. Let's see how we make out. This time, let's just go with the K9. Oh, got the wrong vest. Dude, what you walking up on me like that for? Watch it, dude. My dog might not like that.
Hello there.
There we go. That's the one I wanted. One X-ray 16.
This is dispatch.
Show me 1041, 108.
Acknowledged. 1 X-ray 16. Proceed to patrol area.
Actually, you know what? If I had time, I should have looked real quick at the log to see what the crash was from. Maybe I'd get a clue if it was down to one of my new plugins. Wolf said if TSW2 was a shortened scale like ETS2 ATS, and I can understand that point of view. Also, TSW is on console, so DTG would massively lose out if it was a free upgrade. With all the work that is needed across all the different platforms, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's fair really to compare what one developer is doing in terms of their business model versus, you know, another developer. I mean, they're, you know, they each, you know, they should be free to make their own economic decisions. I don't blame them for that. And like I said, with TSW2, I didn't have any problem with it because I thought the price point was reasonable. I just think the price point on this one is yeah, a little questionable. Little Sinker, thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Grabbing some coffee. Still on radio.
Is comparing apples with oranges. TSW2 is more like farm sim than trucking and how it operates. Okay. Yeah, and then I'll also be curious to see what we're going to get in terms of, you know, the price point for upcoming DLCs. Because Dovetail has not really changed their pricing, you know, strategy for DLC content since they launched, really. They've always been the same price for route DLCs versus, you know, locomotive DLCs.
We've got a holdup in the Vespucci canals.
1X-ray 16, show us responding.
10-4, copy. 1 X-ray 16.
Copy that. Taking a look.
Alright, we got a robbery. Let's see if we can get there in time. I don't know how far it is. I've missed the distance on the pop-up. It's not that far. Where's the store? Oh, here.
Cover me!
It's got to have a partner.
Cover me! That's right. You respect the law. That's why you don't mess with the
See another one?
you dick.
Let's go in.
I need some cover. Yeah, I see you.
What are they shooting?
You're dead.
I don't see another suspect. Oh, there. Dog's got him.
Attention, this is dispatch. All units, code 4. No further units required.
Alright, search the bodies. 1X-ray 16, show me 10-6.
Roger, 1 X-ray 16.
Actually, that's wrong. Show me code 6.
10-4.
One X-ray 16 requesting ambulance. Alright, he's carrying a lot of drugs. Is everybody okay here? Oh, there's the loot bag. Don't see anybody inside. Except my partner. Because he's a good boy. Alright, I think we're clear here. Where's the ambulance? 1 X-ray 16 requesting ambulance.
Ambulance. Assistance required in, the Vespucci Canal.
Alright, so I'm getting some quirks with my, my backups. And hey, Hypo! Welcome! Wolf says time will tell on that one about the pricing we were talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just, general concerns that are floating around in my mind. I mean, I know by contrast, DTG is also getting bigger. I mean, their staff is much, much bigger than they used to be when they first started Train Sim World. They got a lot more platforms to support, but, that requires them to have a lot more staff to support, but... Alright, so he's dead.
Damn it.
So, I mean, I can see why their costs are going up, but there's a tolerance to how much we're willing to pay also. So I'm just hoping they don't outgrow their audience. 1 X-ray 16 requesting coroner.
Assistance required in the Vespucci Canal.
I'd rather hit the weights any day.
Ugh, whatever.
Alright, 2 DOA. Alright, we tried. X-ray 16, show me 10-8. One X-ray 16, show me 10-8.
Acknowledged. 1 X-ray 16. Proceed with patrol.
Alright, so Pupper got some action that time, at least. He sunk his teeth into that one suspect over here before I can even identify where he was. How you doing, Hypo? Wolf says they do have Rivet and Skyhook on board as well. Yeah, that's true. Alright, let's get our Pupper back in the vehicle. We'll continue our patrol. Alright, 2 DOAs, and they're working on the second body, and we're out of here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to refresh my body armor, because that one dude took a nice chunk out of it. Hypo as well. How are you? Doing good, Hypo. Doing good, man. Yep. Hope everybody else is doing well also. Good to see folks. Why is this car abandoned? Oh, shit. We got a dude down here. When did that happen? And also, why didn't the ambulance treat him when we, stopped local traffic? When we called them.
All units.
Oh, they're going. Oh, he's DOA.
Traffic control near
Never mind.
Vespucci Canal.
I thought the paramedics missed him, but they might have tried to treat him before, and he was already dead. I mean, obviously he's dead. That's why the coroners are taking him. All right. Well, 1 X-ray 16 requesting 1051. So, poor guy. We'll get that toad out of here.
Assistance required in the Vespucci Canal.
Let's search it real quick. Make sure there's nothing dangerous on board. Nah, nothing in particular. One X-ray 16, clear traffic.
Attention all units. Traffic control cleared.
Alright, there's the flatbed for his car. Our suspects have been taken to the morgue. Our good boy is back in the truck, and we are ready to roll. Hypo says, I see you're laying down the law. We're trying, Hypo. I rebuilt my mod from scratch a few weeks ago. This is my first time actually trying to stream it. Sadly, I've had about 3 crashes. Excuse me. 3 crashes since the stream started, so not ideal mod performance, you know, tonight. It's been pretty stable off stream, but you know how the streaming changes things, so yeah, it's been a little raggedy, but you know, fun with mods. You know what? Let's go back the other way. I don't want to go that way. But yeah, as I was saying, we bookended the weekend on police simulators. We did police simulator patrol officers on Friday night. And then today I'm doing LSPDFR by request. My friend Nipper requested it on Friday night stream. But unfortunately he's not feeling too well. He dropped in for a little while, but he's under the weather. So. Good wishes, good thoughts for him. A few prayers. Oh, I see one problem I didn't fix. I wonder if that's partially causing my crashes. So I'm playing with basically kind of a texture mod, kind of a graphical mod. My first time using one of those, and I've never streamed with it applied before. And I'm detecting a texture glitch on a couple other vehicles that are passing us. I know how to fix it, but I didn't fix it apparently on this particular build. So we've had a couple crashes on stream today. I'm hoping that's I'm hoping I can figure out what it is. Try to stabilize it. Wolf says, go to alert, find something to play. Catch you soon. Okay, Wolf, thanks again for the raid. Have a good rest of your evening. Sniff, sniff, I smell bacon. And hello, Miller. Welcome, how you doing? Hi, Kojo in chat, says D.O. Miller. Yeah, kind of a police simulator weekend. We did police simulator patrol officers on Friday night. We're doing this today, tonight.
Attention all units. We have an assault with a deadly weapon in Paleto Bay.
Knife attack. Alright, that's way too far though. That's way up in Paleto Bay in Blaine County, where we did our last patrol on stream. ADR says, does this have first-person view? Yes, it does, ADR. And hello, welcome. Yeah, they built in first-person view to GTA when they first released it for PC on GTA 4, I think. But yeah, so we got first-person view.
Citizens reporting a possible 480 in Mission Row. Units respond code 3.
That's right around the corner. We'll take that. 1 X-ray 16, show us responding.
10-4, 1 X-ray 16.
But yeah, they have it both in vehicles and on foot, ADR. Where is it? In the alley? I have never seen that before.
Hey, dispatch, the suspect is on foot.
Suspect? Why? What's he doing? Dude, you get out the car. I don't know what's going on here, but you're going to get out the car.
Hey, better chill.
I can hook you up with any line lizard you want.
You too. Oh, actually, he looks more like a victim.
Look around. We've got you.
One move and
I think that guy's a victim now. Where'd the other guy go?
What the fuck?
One dumb move, asshole.
All right, let's get these guys both detained until we can figure out what's going on. Oh, we got some backup. Where'd she come from? All right, I don't know exactly what happened here, but something's fishy.
I'm arresting your dumb ass.
So we got called here for an accident. I'm not sure. This guy smells like a perp. I'm not sure what he was doing. Excuse me, sis. Let me check this dude out. How you doing, ADR? ADR says nice. D.L. Miller says, Los Santos motorists out here wild and cutting cops off and everything, right? Well, Los Santos is kind of the wild, wild west, right? That's a nice car. Look at that. All right, I don't think... What's this guy laying down here for? Oh, he looks like a bum. Excuse me, a vagrant. All right, let me back him down. Pat him down. Where's my dog? All right, so he's got some pepper spray. You know what? I patted the other guy down and I missed what he was carrying. Binoculars and cigarettes. All right, so nothing incriminating with either of these guys. 1 X-ray 16, requesting ID check. Luke Johnson, 1399. All right, so he's clean, no warrants, valid license. Sorry, I missed that, guys. You know what? Let me just look at the record directly. I can pull it up in our police tablet. All right, so his name is Jacques Mercier, 36. He's old-looking 36. No warrants, no probation, no parole, no arrests. A couple minor citations. Wasn't carrying anything incriminating. You know what? Let's do some breath tests, some drug and alcohol testing, I guess.
Thanks.
So he's clean on blood alcohol. Do a drug swab. Where's my dog?
Thanks.
Oh, he's on the other side behind us somewhere, according to my radar. And he's clean on narcotics. Let's ask him a couple questions. Let's see. I have a line of questioning for accidents. So, are you feeling pain or are you injured? No, I'm good. Sure you don't need a medic to check you out? No, I think I'm fine. Okay. What caused the accident? I overcorrected the steering when my tire blew. Okay, so he's kind of admitting fault, I guess. ADR says yes on console 2 and first person, but these vehicles are different. And did you ever finish the Orville New Horizons? Yes, certainly did. Yeah, it's a good season, man. I just hope they get renewed. It's on Disney Plus now, so a whole another wave of people are getting to check it out. All right. You know what? I think... I mean, he's clean on blood alcohol. He's clean on narcotics. I'm tempted to let him go, to be honest. Looks like they just had an accident. Before I do that, though, you know what? Let me check this guy. Wow, he looks like something is seriously wrong with him. Screw it. I'm gonna call the ambulance anyway. 1X316 requesting paramedics. Oh, there's the dog. Okay.
Ambulance. Assistance required in Mission Row.
Yeah, he's not looking so good. Writing was the best of the prior seasons, yeah. Well, everything was the best of the prior seasons. I mean, obviously they got a lot more money for special effects from Hulu, because their production quality was through the roof. I mean, every episode was absolutely beautiful. Plus, if you notice, they were longer episodes, you know. So I guess them switching from broadcast TV to streaming gave them a lot more room to tell, fuller stories, and I think it really paid off. I hear paramedics. I don't see paramedics. Where are they? You know, I think people are having trouble navigating through these little alleyways and stuff. Oh, there they are. I think they're having some difficulties. What the heck is going on here? They're screaming and carrying on. What is going on? I don't know. All right. You know what? It's not my problem. They'll figure it out. Oh, there they are. They probably teleported to the scene. I mean, dude was okay, and he just kind of fell over. I don't know what happened to him. He died.
I tried my best.
Holy crap. I mean, the accident didn't look that severe. I'm surprised he died.
Show up?
Thanks for showing up anyway. 1X316.
This is dispatch.
Requesting coroner. 1 civilian deceased.
Assistance required in Mission Row.
You know what? Let's get these vehicles out of here. But before we do that, let me search his vehicle at least. I'm trying to figure out if I have probable cause to search the other guy's vehicle. Large bong. And nothing else criminal anyway. Alright. 1X316 requesting tow truck.
Flatbed. Assistance required in Mission Row.
Alright, and you know what? I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let's search this guy's vehicle. Yep. Well, he has a handgun. Wait a minute. I don't think he has a gun permit. He does not. Okay, well, that's not good. He's pretty clean otherwise. ADR says you only get 45 minutes on broadcast. Yeah, once you subtract the commercials, right? DL Miller said, who died? The second guy in this traffic accident that we came up on. All right, let's get a tow truck for this one. Requesting tow truck.
Flatbed. Assistance required in Mission Row.
I was about to let this guy go, but we just found him with an unregistered handgun. Can I question him about that? I think I can. Let's see about that.
Let's go! Get out of the fucking way!
Sir, why are you carrying that weapon? I was bored? Oh, that's not the right answer. Is your weapon loaded now? It is loaded. San Andreas, you can't open carry now. Is that specific to this state? Yes, this is the state of San Andreas. You know what? I should check the serial number to see if it's actually his. Can I? I'm not sure I can check it. Let me find out. Because normally I have the weapon in my possession if it's on his person, but that was in his car. Adair says BRB, okay. Yes, I do have it. Okay, I wasn't sure. So it does have a serial number. At least it's not scratched off. It is registered to someone else. It's not actually his. It's not reported stolen, though. Belongs to Anna Sousa. Okay. So that is unfortunate. Where's the tow truck we called for? 116.
This is dispatch.
Oh, never mind. Just disappeared. I guess they came and got it. Disregard my last. All right. All right. Let me see. So I think I have to charge him, unfortunately, with carrying an unregistered firearm. It's not stolen. It's not tampered. It just doesn't belong to him. It's not concealed. It was open carry. We found it openly in the vehicle. I'm not sure how to charge that. D.L. Miller said that tow truck is in for quite a time with that truck being sandwiched between the two buildings. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I was going to let him go, but I decided to have the vehicle towed anyway because I didn't think he could literally maneuver it out of that position. Maybe someone let him borrow it? Yeah, probably so. I mean, it's not reported stolen. It's just it doesn't belong to him, and he doesn't have a permit for carry. And apparently, open carry is not legal in San Andreas. So let's see, what can I charge him with? It's not stolen. It's not tampered. He wasn't committing a felony when we found it. He's not a felon. He didn't commit assault. I don't think I have a charge for this. And I'm still learning the charges myself because there's a lot of them in this particular mod. Wasn't brandishing. It's not an automatic pistol. It's semi-automatic. I don't actually have a charge for him, which is weird. It should be possession of an unregistered weapon, is really what it should be. But that's not in the books. I would think, but you know what? I'm going to call it his lucky day. We're just going to let him go, because I don't know what to charge him with. Alright, dude. You know what? We're going to let you go. This registers just not to him, yeah. Alright, so sir, we're going to confiscate your weapon for now, and consider yourself lucky that there's no law in the books for you carrying an unregistered weapon. Or registers not to him, rather, as you said, right? Alright, let's get the pupper back in the vehicle and see what else we can get back into. So that was kind of a weird accident. That was a simple accident call out. But that was just weird. Doggo, yeah. Yeah, we're doing a Pupper patrol. 1 extra 16, we're code 4.
Attention all units. Code 4. No further units required.
Yeah, I just felt like doing a K9 patrol. I hadn't done one in almost a year. The last time I did this was like last fall. And we were doing a patrol with the sheriff's department up in Blaine County, like way north of the city. So it's the first time I did a K9 patrol in Los Santos. But I mainly also wanted to test it because, you know, like I had said earlier, I rebuilt the mod from scratch just a few weeks ago. K9 looks pretty realistic too, yeah. Yeah, actually, the mod, the K9 that we're using, I'll just show you real quick, is a mod on the mod. So, for example, where'd he go? I let him out. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Here, boy. I hear him, but I don't see him. Oh, there he is.
Man, these young cats is crazy, no?
Hey, he died. What happened? I think he fell through the map. Oh, poor thing. All right, well.
Time was, my brother used to know who
Sorry about that.
not no more.
Our pupper's gone. I've never seen that happen before. I mean, I've fallen through the map before, but I've never seen the pupper fall through the map. F's in chat, right?
All units. A civilian
All right, we'll get another
requiring
one.
assistance in Rockford Hill.
Stalk and Call, Rockford Hills. That's a little bit far. Hey, where's he going?
Code 3.
Where's he going? Well, he is my partner. I guess I better back him up. Damn, he just got ran over. Oh, man. Wow. We ended up with 2 pups DOA. 1 extra 16, stop traffic.
Attention all units. Officer requesting traffic control near
Okay, double
downtown.
F's in chat. Oh, God.
Assistance required in
Okay, so now I know why I don't do
downtown.
canine patrols in the city. It's hazardous for the dog. Oh, my God. City does not like canines. No. Wow. All right, here comes animal control. Now, I don't know if animal control will actually take possession of his corpse, but let's see what happens. I've never had a canine die on me before. Like, never. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Cause death hit by a vehicle. Yeah, we saw it happen. Yep, he takes him. Okay. Yeah, there he is. Oh, wow. Oh, so long, Pupper. We barely knew you. All right.
Attention all units. Traffic control cleared.
And the other one's despawned already. Okay. But you know what? Before we spawn another one, I'm going to move. Right, Skelly? Jeez. Because obviously there was a flaw in the map. As soon as I let him out the SUV, he fell through the map and died. So we'll move to another area, and I'll show you what I was going to show you. Let's try like right here. So just for demonstration purposes, I mean, we need another pupper anyway at this point. What I was going to show you was, so you can spawn backups from this menu. So one of them is the K9. So I was going to show you that. Okay, he looks healthy. You have on this menu 4 different varieties of the dog. So you have basically this German Shepherd. Turn around, boy. Let's have a look at you. There we go. That's a good boy. That's right, boy. We just want to see you. That's all. Stop moving. And there's also a Rottweiler, which is based on Chop from the base game, right? And then there's a Husky. And there's a Labrador Retriever. And the base Shepherd. Now, the base Shepherd that comes with this particular mod, this backup mod, doesn't really look like this. He looks a little bit more cartoony.
We have a 503.
Pacific Bluffs, that's kind of far. Nah, we're going to ignore that. But then there's another mod on top of this mod that makes him look like this. So he basically, you can retexture the dog to make him look in the face and fur different ways. And then you can give him different, vests and stuff. Yeah, I'm going to do it that way. And, logos for different departments and things like that. So that's kind of cool. I mean, I like that one.
Attention all units, assault with a deadly weapon.
So yeah, it's literally a mod on the mod. So you have one mod to give you the dogs, period. And then you have another mod that mods the German Shepherd specifically. And that one, like you said, he looks more realistic. Alright, so let's see, what time is it? Let's see if we can keep this one alive for the rest of our patrol. That would be nice. By the way, Skilly, you have a dog, don't you? If so, what kind of dog do you have? I had the impression you had like a Husky or something? Or maybe a Malamute? If Husky's still there. Excuse me, Skilly's still there, that is. You do? He's a Shepherd Husky mix. Oh, cool. You know what? Speaking of that, that kind of reminds me of something that happened last time I was doing a patrol with the dog off stream. Where am I? Oh, okay. We're gonna head over to the park, because my dog kind of got into it one time with another dog. It was kind of interesting. So the thing is with the dogs, running the canines in this mod, I wasn't sure until I learned it, was it, how complicated it was going to be as far as giving them orders and stuff. But it turns out you don't really give the dog orders. The only thing that you really order him to do is get in the car and get out of the car. Skilly says your dog's name is Lobo. Nice. So, running canine patrol is kind of just a matter of spawning the canine, and that's pretty much it. You don't really tell him to do anything else. Everything else he does, he just does off a basic partner AI. I mean, he'll protect you. He'll chase criminals that you're chasing. And the other thing he does that's pretty cool is he protects you from other animals. We were doing, the last time we were doing on-stream canine patrol, we were up in Blaine County doing sheriff's duty. And long story short, while I was in the middle of a traffic stop, I got charged by a mountain lion. And he intercepted the mountain lion and he killed the mountain lion. So, yeah, that's definitely a good boy. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, yeah, you don't really give them orders. That's wild, yeah. And I remember talking about that last time we did an LSPDFR stream a couple months ago. And I was saying, you know, I don't know if that's fiction or not. I mean, I don't know that I ever expected that a dog in real life could kill a mountain lion. But somebody, basically, I forget who it was now, they told me that a lot of dogs that are bred for hunting could certainly kill a mountain lion and other predators like that. And I had never thought of that before. Because I just kind of thought that, you know, well, he's too small, you know, a mountain lion or any kind of big cat would probably be too muscular and too powerful. But I mean, I guess it's true. They breed dogs for all kinds of things, you know, hunting, herding, and things like that. And hello, Patrick. Welcome. I see you, boy. Come on. But I just know in game I was happy. Because earlier in the stream, a mountain lion had charged me when he was still in the truck, and I hadn't let him out. So the mountain lion ambushed me and put me down. I ended up in the hospital. So the second time I had him out of the truck, but, you know, I didn't know the mountain lion was coming. Technically, I think he saw it before I did. And I saw him shoot off after something, and I went after him, and I saw him take the mountain lion down and kill him. I was like, oh. So from now on, I should make sure I have him with me, especially when I'm in the area, in that, you know, area where I know there's a lot of mountain lions and stuff, or and other wildlife. How's it going, Patrick? How's your Sunday? All right, so it is what, 9:42 a.m. in game. So a nice peaceful. Is it Sunday? Yeah, it's Sunday in game. 9:45 a.m. Okay. Nice peaceful day in the park. Not too much happening. But I was kind of curious to walk him out here because I'd never know how he's going to interact with other dogs. So I was just kind of curious. But I don't see anybody else walking their dog out here. Normally I do. Patrick's all good to hear about you. Doing good, man. We're doing that LSPDFR stream that had been requested by our friend, and I'm going in the stream room right now. On Friday when we were streaming a police simulator. Miller says, I found an article about a Belgian Shepherd defending her owner against a cougar. Says the dog was gravely injured but survived. Oh, okay. That's good. So I guess it's not unheard of. Yeah, because the mountain lion that chased me, well, I guess mountain lions are cougars, right? Aren't they pretty much the same species? Or are they? No, I guess not. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that. But I remember looking up or somebody telling me one time that a mountain lion was the same species as another, you know, cat that I didn't realize. You think so? Yeah, I kind of think so too, but I'm not 100% sure. Well, nice day in the park out here. We're not getting any radio calls either. But I guess we should stop using this excuse to spend a nice day in the park and get back on patrol. A little slow on radio calls. I mean, it is Sunday, though. So I guess Sunday in-game crime's a little slow, too. You know what? I'm kind of curious about something. If I swim across the pond, will he swim with me? I don't know if he can swim. You know what? Let's find out. I'm curious. I can't swim. This is too... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, it's too shallow for me to swim. Will he swim with us? No, he's not a swimmer. Okay. You know what? How do you dive on this? It's, I forget how to dive. I was just curious how deep this pond is.
Attention all units. Assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah, you know what? We'll take that.
Elysian Fields Freeway.
We've been gold bricking long enough. 1X-ray 16, show me responding.
10-4, 1, X-ray 16.
I can remember where my car is. Where's the car? Maybe over there. Miller says mountain lion, cougar, puma, panther, and catamount? I don't know that one. Are the same animal. Oh, okay. Crap, where's my car? I forgot where my car is. Oh, it's back the other way. I just passed it.
Yeah, brother.
Can't wait down that drink next weekend.
I need a man so bad. ¿Quién va, amada?
Most, if not all, canines in real life are trained to swim, as far as I know. Yeah. Yeah, I just wasn't sure if they swim in the game. Wait, where is it? Hold it.
Which one?
Person with a knife, Elysian Fields Freeway. I don't see it on my map, though. Yeah, I think we missed it. It looked like it was right around the corner. Elysian Fields is where? Yeah, I lost it. I lost the call out. You know what? Let me check the MDT. Person with a knife. Distance to target 500. So it's half a kilometer. I just don't know where it is. Yeah, screwed up. Alright. Or it glitched, one or the other. 1X-ray 16, show us code 4.
Attention all units. Code 4. No further units required.
Alright, so kind of a lazy Sunday patrol. Had a lot of action earlier in the shift, but or earlier in the stream, because we had a couple crashes already. But kind of quiet now. Also, you know what? We don't have to drive this SUV either, because we already had a couple high-speed pursuits earlier in the stream, and this is not a pursuit vehicle. But I usually, for some reason, when I have canine patrols, I either drive an SUV or a pickup truck. Just seems like more appropriate for some reason, but technically I can still run him. Dude, what's going on there? I can still run him from a car. I mean, he'll still ride in the car normally. So why don't we switch vehicles while we have a little bit of downtime. And hello, Alex. Welcome. Is there interceptors? Yes. Yeah, I got a crap ton of them, Alex. But we're primarily doing a canine patrol today, so I just decided to use an SUV to carry them. But we're about to switch vehicles right now. How you doing, Alex? Mustang? I have a Mustang. I got a couple Mustangs, actually. You know what? I'll show you. Move. Let's go. Oh, come on. But no, I was just doing the 2020 FPIU today because this is my favorite SUV. And when I do canine patrols, I don't know, it just seems like it's more appropriate to carry him in an SUV. But, yeah, we'll spawn something else. Now, I can't run him from a Mustang because the Mustangs are all 2-doors. But I can show you the ones I got. I'll show you my 2 favorite ones anyway. How are you? Doing good, Alex. It's good to see you. Matter of fact, folks, if you guys are enjoying what I'm streaming, definitely follow our friend Train Spotting TV Alex, aka Officer Alex, who is a regular officer on which server do you use, Alex? You don't use are you on SLRP or use one of the other ones? I don't remember, sorry. But definitely give him a follow. He's been doing patrols on the roleplay servers a lot longer than I have. All right, anyway, real quick, let me just grab one of my mini cheat sheets because I got a crap ton of vehicles and I can never keep them straight without the cheat sheet. Okay, so you're on SimCity 2.0 RP. Okay. Alex, if you want to post a link, to your information or anything, feel free. I permit you for that. Yeah, I haven't started doing patrols in the roleplay servers or anything like that. But yeah, Alex has been doing that for a long time. So definitely throw him a follow and check him out, folks. All right, so I have a couple different. All right, luckily my loyal. You know what? Let me put my dog back in the truck for now, because I don't want to spawn. I don't want to spawn a vehicle right on top of him. We already had 2 dogs die in the line of duty tonight, which is a first for me. I've never had a dog die on a shift before. All right, so actually, real quick. So I have. Well, one of them I keep in my save menu because it's my favorite. This one. This is my favorite one, Alex. I'm sure you've seen this one before, but it's from the one of the Blue Ghost packs. Nice. Donna says, so sad. What's that, Donna? You mean the dog's dying, I assume? Yeah. Yeah, nice detail on this one. I mean, really nice. Yeah, this one's my favorite one, so I keep this in my personal list. And then my other one that I really like, well, the other one that I have, I don't drive it too much because, to be honest, it doesn't handle real well, is it's in the one of the sheriff's packs that I use. Sheriff 5. So this one's kind of an old school Mustang. And I think we just crashed again. Damn it. Well, the mod crashed this time. All right. So we had 2 hard crashes tonight with the entire game, which is unusual. But you know what? Let me reload the mod because yeah, it's been a little unstable tonight. But this is a new build for me, Alex. I just rebuilt the mod from scratch right after we got the last GTA update a few weeks ago. So it's the first time I did a complete rebuild from scratch in a long time. So it's been a little temperamental on stream tonight, which is unfortunate. So I might have to go back through and evaluate some of my plugins. I might pull some stuff out. See if we can get it more stable again. So yeah, if you like Mustangs, I have this one. I have these two rather, and do I have another one? If I have another one, I don't remember it, but I definitely have those two. You park cars for a job. I got to park a Mustang today. Nice. So, a big Mustang fanboy, huh? All right. But yeah, this one is pretty cool. I like this one better because it has better sound and it handles really, really well. This one, it's not bad. It looks nice. Has a lot of detail. They're both really well detailed. But the handling is terrible. All right, so here's your stage 1 ELS. Your stage 2 is like so. And then your stage 3. Matter of fact, let's
9, just found a girl hiding in some bushes down by Club 47.
let's change the time of day a little bit,
I've never seen her before.
so you can see him a little better.
Kilo Alpha November Echo. I'm gonna take her in for questioning.
Yeah, long gun wrap for the pump shotgun in the back. You like the Demon as well, or the Hellcat? Okay. Yeah, we got a couple Hellcats in this. We got the Challenger and Charger. But yeah, I got some nice stuff. I don't know how many vehicle packs installed. I got a crap ton of them. Why is the door... Normally I can just close the door. Why didn't that close? Okay, well that glitched, but fun with mods, right? So there you go.
Flatbed. Assistance required in Mission Row.
Yeah, but this one I really like. You didn't really hear it start, did you? There you go. I think you can hear it a little better now. Sorry, wrong one. That's kind of weird. Why is that not working? So you can kind of hear it now.
Got a complaint about a group of kids, 13 to 18 years old, all wearing hoodies and driving around in a green late model station wagon.
Got this guy just,
Yeah, I like that one.
I know these guys. Right over and tell them to go home.
Oh, there we go. My view control wasn't working a minute ago. I don't know why it's working now. So there you go, Alex. Is that a custom siren? Yes. Yeah, I modded the sirens for real LAPD police sirens. So it's kind of using sound extracts from the real LAPD. So I'm sure Los Santos is not digging me joyriding on their time, but yeah. I very rarely get to actually show off a lot of vehicles. But yeah. Can I have that link to that? Yes, I will. I will definitely do a link for you for that. Actually, you know what? Just in case anybody else is interested, I'll just drop them right in chat. So that particular Mustang is from the Blue Ghost Unmarked pack, which I've had that for a long time. Let me get you the link for that. And the other one is from, I think, the J. Cook Grime Sheriff's Pack. For people who are familiar with J. Cook Grime. He does a lot of really good vehicle mods. So I'll grab that for you. Let me grab that real quick. All right, so here's a link for Blue Ghost on Mark Pack. And the siren, sure. And the siren, yeah, that's relatively new. I just added that in my last build, my last rebuild. That is. And there's several of them out there. You might want to compare some of them. But this is the one I settled on. I could also give you the sheriff's Mustang I was using if you want. Let me know. But like I said, that one, even though I like it in general, it doesn't handle real well. So the pursuit, you know, I don't do pursuits with it because it's just a little squirrely on the handling. And I've kind of learned to do some adjustments to the mods myself, but I still don't know how to you know, kind of fix the handling on it. All right, so the only other thing I was going to do was I was going to grab a different vehicle.
Oh, yeah, I know the guy there. I get the special treatment, you know. Well, I'm like crazy busy with all these meetings and venture capitalists these days.
It's going to grab me the Charger because it's a little bit better for pursuit. And yeah, I can't run the K9 from the Mustangs because they're 2-doors. You have to at least have a 4-door sedan to for your dog to get in and out of. They won't work otherwise. Is it this one? Yes. But I'm pretty sure he will get into the sedan. Yeah, there we go. Where'd he go? There he is. Now I don't have an LSPD car pack that has a specific K9 livery. I'll show you one more. But I do have in one of my sheriff's packs, one of the other ones, a specific K9 livery. You know what? Let me check my cheat sheet because I don't always remember. Jefferson City. Is it this one? No, it is the other one. No, it is that one. Hang on. That's the right one. Actually, I have more than one in that pack. Okay, let's try this. So, charges left them to patrol in? Yeah. Yeah, we had a few high-speed pursuits earlier, but I was driving that damn SUV, and it's just not as fast. So that's why I was switching to the Charger. But let me, so which one is it? Whoops. Spawned too close to my other vehicle. Alright, well. I messed that up. My bad. But what I wanted to show you was that this particular sheriff pack that I have has multiple liveries. So among the liveries includes K9 liveries. Oops, not that one.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, so this one has like 10 different liveries. So as you can see, you can change the call sign on the car. But then there's supervisor, there's K9, which if I was patrolling in Blaine County, yeah, this one's the Taurus, or as Ford calls it, the FPIS, right? But yeah, this one has a specific K9 unit livery, which is cool. And gang unit. Supervisor. And the thing I like about this, you can't really see it right now, this one also has ghosted graphics, which I would love to find a pack for Los Santos City that I could have ghost graphics, but I haven't found a LSPD ghost graphics pack that I like. But yeah, the SUVs and a bunch of other things also have the K9 unit. Actually, you know what? I just remembered I do have, let me turn that off. I do have a K9 unit for Los Santos City. I just remembered. Of course, now I'm spawning all these vehicles. I'll probably crash the mod, but I just remembered. Hang on one second. Let me see if I can look it up. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't. No, I don't see it. I think I'm wrong about that. Never mind. That's all right. Eternal Gaming, excuse me, Eternal Gaming 13. Thank you for the follow. All right. Anyway. But yeah. You can see, Alex, I got a lot of cars. And that's just a few of what I have. One actually 16, show me 1041, 108.
Acknowledged. 1 X-ray 16. Proceed with patrol.
So Alex, do you do role play still on a regular basis, or just only occasionally now? Because I don't think I've caught you that often lately. gonna head out. Thanks for showing the cars. Okay, no problem. Yeah, I know it's late in the UK. Alright, so just real quick again, shout out for our friend Train Spotting Alex, who is, that's the wrong one, who also does police patrols on GTA roleplay servers. So definitely give him a follow, check him out if you haven't. He's, what do you say, SimCity 2.0 roleplay, got it. KG now, busy with work. Got you. Okay, Alex. Thanks, man. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night.
Attention all units. A503, a stolen police vehicle. In West Vinewood, units respond code 3.
All right, we got another pursuit. Shucks, I might be glad I switched cars just when I do. Move. I might be glad I switched cars when I did. Move, man. So what did they say? Somebody stole a sheriff's car? Yeah, stolen sheriff's unit.
Officers report a suspect resisting arrest in West Vinewood. Respond code 3.
That's a LSPD vehicle. That's not a sheriff's vehicle. Dispatch, request area unit.
Dispatch air unit over Burton.
Getting a lot of lag now.
Attention unit 1, X-ray 16. Is backup required?
Affirmative.
Assistance needed in, Burton.
Copy that, dispatch. Animals on the loose. I see the perp. We're in pursuit.
Alex says, man, you should make captain. Nice, Alex. That's awesome, man. Yeah, one of these days I got to figure out how do I get an invite to the roleplay servers or something like that. Because I know it's, you have to pay your dues, so to speak, before you can even do police patrols. So yeah, I got to figure out how all that stuff works. Get out.
Suspect on foot.
Oh, he's running. Got the dog out. Go get him, boy. Don't move.
Hold it real still, mister. Don't make another move. Moron.
Not too many options left.
One move
Just
and I
around
drop.
it.
Hold it real still, mister.
He's kind of glitching. Why is he not, quote unquote, assuming the position?
You ugly bastard. Okay, you better chill. Don't make another move.
Dude.
You're a waste of space. One dumb move, asshole. Mister.
Alright, well, it is what it is.
Attention all units. We are code 4.
Alright, so a few glitches tonight, but, you know, that's how it is. Nobody saw me pick up that cash for evidence purposes. 1-16 requesting ambulance.
Ambulance. Assistance required in, Rockford Hills.
Yeah, a little bit of a glitch. He should have, When we drew the weapons on him, he should have allowed us to cuff and arrest him, but he kind of glitched out. Metal spoon, black powder residue, and a pipe with more residue. His name was James Dougal. He does have a concealed carry permit. He did not have a weapon on him. He's got no arrest before it now. That's weird. Alright, where's the damn ambulance? Why are they way down the street? Why are they there? Dude, we're up here. Okay, here it comes. Slow traffic.
Attention all units. Officer requesting traffic control near Rockford Hill.
Hell, not looking good.
I think he'd have made out better if the canine took him down instead of me having to punch him in the head. Because for some reason in this game, a lot of times, you know, when you pistol whip them, if you punch them with a gun in your hand, they die.
So close.
Just like that.
Damn
Oh
it.
well.
I need a drink.
Long day.
1X-ray 16 requesting coroner.
Assistance required in Rockford Hills.
Yeah, see it just says cause of death shot by a handgun. I mean, I didn't shoot him, but me having a weapon in my hand when I strike him registers as him being shot. So that's kind of unfortunate. But you know, sometimes the mod glitches and you don't have a lot of options. And where's our coroner? Alright, so let's try it this way.
Assistance required in Rockford Hills.
I do care. I'm just in the middle of this job and it's been crazy. I'm sorry. I'm here for you.
There they are.
Holy shit! Slow down. Tell me again. Is it really purple and wet? Come over tonight and we'll figure out what to do, okay? See you
They're
at
taking
8.
their sweet ass time, I tell you that. I mean, it's not like the body's going anywhere, I guess, though, right? Oh, wow. Now both teams of coroners showed up. I guess they're going to fight over the body now. Oh, there's their truck. Okay, which one gets it? This will be interesting. Left team or right team? Oh, wow. Okay. They split the body. Oh, my God. All right, that's a first. I've never seen that before. 1X-ray 16, show us code 4.
Attention all units. Code 4.
I have
no additional
literally never
support
seen that
needed.
happen before. Okay. Well, first time for everything. You know what? I forgot the reason we had that call out to begin with. The guy stole a cop
We've got
car.
citizens reporting a person carrying an explosive in Burton.
Let's see. This one was our car, right? No, this is the car he stole. That's our car.
Sweetie!
Yeah, that's the car that was stolen. Let's get that towed. 1X-ray 16 requesting tow truck.
Come over anytime. I'll give you a makeover.
Tow cop vehicle, yes.
Flatbed. Assistance required in Rockford Hills.
Come on, boy.
Units on the search grid, push to
There we go. And before anybody asks, no, the dog is not smart enough to open the door and get in and close the door himself. Because somebody asked me that a while ago. Technically, some canine units are built in with a remote control door that the canine officer can run with a key fob. You can actually find that on the internet. I looked it up one time. Somebody told me that, but I didn't believe it. But yeah, I had to look it up. So yeah, it is, I guess, realistic for you to be able to open the door remotely and have the dog enter and exit. Alright, so that's so much for my first canine patrol. Thanks, boy. Send him back to the pound. My first city canine patrol, I should say. On stream, anyway. So we'll do more in the future. I kind of think they work better out in Blaine County, though. Seems to be a little bit more action for the dog. I mean, we did see, you know, 2 of our dogs killed in action on the street here in the city. One of them, well, technically one of them was kind of a glitch. He fell through the map, and when he respawned, he died. And then the other one, he was chasing somebody, and he just got ran over by a truck. So I've never really seen that happen in Blaine County, you know, doing sheriff's patrols, but yeah, just a little bit more treacherous territory in the city for a dog, I guess. Surprisingly. All right, so that is going to be the end of our patrol. You know what? Normally, and the last couple times we did LSPDFR patrols, and I kind of forgot again, I've been reminding myself to review the court cases for after our patrol is over, and I forgot again. But even though we did have a couple of arrests during the stream, we had some crashes in between, so I don't think there's going to be any outstanding court cases in the court database, but we can check it real quick. So let's just do that. So today is what, 8/21? Yes. Oh, we do have some in the database. All right. So we got a couple to review. The first one is Leroy Jenkins. I think Leroy is one of our motor pursuits. I think. So in any case, we charged him with a citation for expired driver's license greater than 30 days. So for that, he got a fine of $240. And then he also got charges for, aggravated fleeing or attempting to elude LEOs, law enforcement officers. And then when we caught him, he had drugs on his person, drugs in his car. So we charged him with possession of heroin and possession of fentanyl and Schedule 2 with intent to distribute. Actually, I think I got that wrong. Heroin, I think, is Schedule 1. Fentanyl is Schedule 2. And he had a brick of heroin, so that should have been the intent to distribute. So it should have been intent to distribute Schedule 1, so I made a mistake there. And then also second-degree murder, because in the course of chasing him, a civilian got killed. Basically, he got run over. So in the U.S., if a criminal commits a crime that leads to someone's death, they can be culpable for second-degree murder. So let's see how that came out. Wow, he got a total of 65 years in prison. How old is he? 36 years old? Oh, he basically got a life sentence. So, oh my God. So he got, well, first of all, he got suspended license for 33 months for the aggravated eluding. 10 years in prison for that. Then he got 4 years in prison for the heroin possession, 6 years for the fentanyl possession, 6 more years for the distribution charge. 39 years for second-degree murder associated with that. So I actually, it's the first time I've charged anybody with second degree. I've never seen that sentence before. But 65 years total. Yeah, that's essentially a life sentence for him. So, God. And $12,000 plus in fines on top of that. Jesus. So, yeah, I would have to say that is probably the longest sentence I have ever seen in LSPDFR, 65 years. I have never seen a sentence that high before. Good God. All right. And then the only other thing we have in the books is we had a link. Basically, this must have been our other motor pursuit earlier. For Marcus Bentley, he's 25 years old. We charged him with... Oh, no, this wasn't a motor pursuit. This was a guy, I remember now. It was very early in the stream. He was driving kind of carelessly on the road. Couldn't keep his lane. Ran over a median. Eventually, we pulled him over. I thought he would have been drunk, but it turned out that he was only, I think, 0.052 on blood alcohol. The limit is 0.080. And he was negative for, narcotics when we did the drug swab. So only thing I did was I charged him with careless driving and failure to maintain lane. And I think I also gave him a warning for something else. But anyway, let's see what that came out with. So $304 in total fines for those. And we let him go. We didn't put him under arrest because he wasn't DUI or DWI. And that's pretty much all that was on the books for tonight. So, okay, so I wasn't sure if it would still have our earlier cases since we had crashes in between those particular cases. But it did retain them in the court cases database. So that's good. So I think that was, since I was kind of chaotic stream in terms of the mod being unstable, I think we've earned ourselves a little nightcap for end of stream. And the only other thing I think we'll do before we sign off is... Okay, so I have a tradition of always going over and constantly trying to introduce myself to my snotty neighbors who are never nice to me. But none of them are hanging outside right now, so I guess they get a break from me for tonight. That's going to be it, ladies and gents, for tonight's patrol. And I never know what's going on TV. But in any case. All right, ladies and gents. So thanks again, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend and a good week ahead. And I will see everybody elsewhere on Twitch soon. Thanks and take care.